Hi, everybody. Welcome to Writing Studies 2 uh, online, the online version. So I'll be the instructor, kind of guiding you through this semester, and I wanted to start just by kind of introducing myself and talking about some of the things that are happening in the class, things you can look for. Um, so yeah, first of all, my name is William Sewell. Professor Sewell is what you can call me. Um, And since we are conducting this online, I'm going to try to do a number of videos like this throughout the semester just to kind of explain things. I like to try to explain things in as many ways as possible. It's all here, it's written down, or it will be if it's not there yet. But I'll try to make things as clear as I can. So, real fast about me. I've been teaching English, college English, for about 10 years now. I've taught at a number of different institutions. I've taught at the University of Kentucky, University of Cincinnati, some community colleges, and I'm excited to be teaching at Lindsay again as well. Never taught at Lindsay before, but I did graduate from Lindsay, so this is exciting to get back after having gone out and taught a number of other places. So um, I'm very glad to be back and be part of Lindsay life in that way, even through an online forum like this. So, this is a class I've taught many other places before, so I'm going to try to steer us through that, and we'll work through it together. So I'm really excited about that. Um, so about the class, about the way things are arranged here in Blackboard, I want to point out I've got student preview mode on here, so this should be what it looks like for you when you get in here. And you're going to see the Start Here page, which, I recommend starting there, um, which gives you this welcome. You're going to see this video embedded here. It's not there just yet because I'm recording it right now. It tells you some information, first of all, about communicating with me. We're virtual, we're online here. So the best way to get in touch with me is always going to be email. Email me at sewellw at lindsay.edu. You'll see that information on the syllabus and other places. I'm always going to try to get back to you as quickly as possible there. It says here within 24 hours, Monday through Friday, but we're online. I know you're going to be doing this work at various different times, so I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours anytime, really, but definitely through the week like that, and usually faster. If I haven't responded within 24 hours, send me another message. There's nothing wrong with checking in with a follow up like that. Um, the other thing is, because we are virtual, we won't be seeing each other in person. I'm always going to be happy to meet with you on Google Meet, arrange some kind of online meeting, chat by phone if we need to, whatever it is. Just reach out. There are no bad questions. There's no bad reason to reach out, and I would love to chat with you virtually. So this gives you some more information about, expectations for communicating with classmates, all that stuff, technology requirements. But the most important thing is the way this class is arranged. So the first thing, of course, I recommend this week clicking on the syllabus tab here. And you're going to see two things. You're going to see the syllabus. You click that, it opens up in a new tab. Um, and then here we go. It'll open up a doc for us. But then the other major thing is I'm going to ask you to click on this because it's going to give you a breakdown of all the assignments you can expect to do. So syllabus and assignments. Here's our syllabus. Um, and then when you click on major assignments, it's going to be in a Google Doc like this. This breaks down everything we're doing for the entire semester from now, this week, until the very end. And it also gives you descriptions of each assignment. And we'll talk about each one. Everything's broken down into weeks and modules. And so you'll see we have 8 modules in this class. And each module is roughly, each one is 2 weeks, except for the first and the last. And that's just because of scheduling stuff. So within each module, you'll have assignments, you'll have things you're working on, you'll have things to read. They're going to be in Blackboard, things that you're expected to do. So all that's going to be there. And the major way that we're going to communicate each week, the major way we're going to communicate each week is through something called our discussion boards. And you can see that described down here at the very end. These are places, if you haven't done a discussion board before, um, we're in an online course, so it's hard to sometimes capture the kind of good discussion that happens in a face-to-face class if we were meeting together. A discussion board is the next best thing to that. And so each module, you'll have a couple of discussion boards that come with a prompt that asks you to respond to that prompt in about 200 words, about a paragraph. And you're going to do that by Monday night of each week. The dates are there, up there in the schedule. And then the most important part, though, is the follow up. After you respond, or after you post your discussion board post, you're going to respond to a peer by Friday night of each week. And this is to kind of recreate the sort of discussion that we would otherwise be having in a class, in a classroom. I'm going to join you for this stuff. I'll be part of those discussion board posts, and these are important. Don't skip these. These are part of your 25% of your overall grade, because for me, they show your participation in the class, and that's very, very important. So Monday night of each week, you'll post your initial discussion board post. And then Friday of each week, or by Friday at least, you will have posted your reply to a peer. The only exception to this is this week, actually, because we're starting things off. Your initial post this week is due this Friday by 11:59 p.m. And I'll show you what that one looks like in just a second. And then your response to a peer is due Sunday by 11:59 p.m. So this is the only time you're going to have two that are due really close together, because you'll have to do this week's and then next week's by next Monday. So I'll show you what that means. Um, but all other assignments are here, and I'll talk about them, and I'll make videos for them to describe them, but I just wanted to make sure you know where this is. So syllabus, make sure you read our syllabus. You see our course policies, expectations, and then definitely check out these assignments. So I'm going to go ahead and go on over to week one, or I should say module one, that includes our first couple of weeks. This tells you the kinds of things you can expect. Some of the things we'll be working on. You'll see, for example, you have your assignments here, that these sync up with the things that you see here, the due dates. Here's your key for things that you're doing, whether it's a discussion board or something that's available on Blackboard, or something from our text. We do have a textbook that I'm going to ask you to purchase, and I'll show you what that is in just a second. But the main thing to start out with, guys, this week it's called Discussion Board 0. And you'll click on it and you'll see it looks like this. Let's read it first and then create a thread. So this is our first discussion board post. And what I'd really like you to do is begin just by introducing yourselves. What's your name? Tell me, what you prefer to go by. Maybe you go by something different than the way your name appears here in Blackboard. What's your major, your area of interest? Where are you from? And then something I'm really interested in, just to get a sense of you. One thing. If you had to suggest like one thing from pop culture that you really, really love right now, um, something that's making you happy. What is it? It could be a show, a movie, a game, a song, an album. And then tell us why you like it. Um, and then also, if you have questions about the syllabus or any assignments that you've looked at so far, this is a good place to ask those. And our discussion board posts should be about 200 words. That's a good solid paragraph. Your responses to a peer should be about 150 words. So also a paragraph. And so this week, make your initial post by Friday, the 13th of this week, and reply to another peer by Sunday. This is the only time you're going to have a discussion board post due on a Friday and then a response due on a Sunday. And that's just because of the nature of this week. It's really important you guys do that this week because I don't get the privilege of sitting down in a class with you. I don't get to sit down face to face. So I really need to know that you're here and that you're active and you're looking at stuff and you're engaged in the class. And that's how I let the college know that you're participating and that you're active. So please stay on task with those particular assignments as well. And then of course you'll see our other discussion board posts. And if you're ever curious about due dates or anything like that, again, it's going to be in this schedule breakdown. So you'll see your next discussion board post is due on the 16th, and the one after that on the 23rd. And that will finish our first module. So I'll be back in touch about that stuff. But for this week, the most important thing is doing that introduction post. If you go back to, for example, start here, you're going to see information about communicating with me again, with classmates, information about your syllabus. If you go to announcements, you'll see first a welcome message from me, some writing and center information if you're on campus. I imagine some of you are. You can participate. You can use the writing center in person, or you can also make appointments. You can call them. They'll be happy to talk to you there. They also have a web page with lots of other helpful handouts, and I'll post, and I have posted a bunch of other handouts as well. And here's information if you're having trouble with the discussion board post section. Here's a whole section here describing how to do it. If you still run into issues, let me know, but this should describe it for you. And again, this echoes what we're talking about normally do on a Monday and your reply on a Friday, except for this week with discussion board 0. Okay, I don't want to talk too much more because I really just wanted to introduce myself, talk about sort of the way the course is arranged. Each week you'll see readings posted here. Those are connected to our discussion boards. Sometimes you'll see things like a reading quiz, for example, as it says here. It's going to be timed. It's going to be about the things that we're reading. But what we're reading from week to week is almost always going to be connected to a discussion board, or it's going to be connected to an assignment that you're working on or will be working on. Everything's designed to help you. I don't have busy work here. I don't know if that's a thing you're worried about. But everything here is designed to help you with your writing, with moving you towards the next assignment, towards the next goal. And we'll practice that in discussion boards, in our readings, in our work. So for this week, start by watching this video. If you're doing that, you're in great shape. Read through our syllabus, download that, look over our policies and expectations, read through our schedule of assignments, go to module 1 and complete that discussion board 0 by the Friday of this week, and then reply to a peer by Sunday. I'll be joining your discussion. I'll reply too because I want to get to know you guys. But make sure you do this. Okay. Well, I'm really excited to work with you guys. Please reach out, email me if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'm really looking forward to this semester with you all. All right. Bye, guys.